Now we are live. Hello
Meow,
there.
meow, meow.
There you go. There you go, Modest. How do you get the placemats?
I get them offline. There's a little button in the bottom right. It says Open Placemat Control Panel.
Mm-hmm.
Put the link in, and then you hit Apply URL. You get a new placemat.
What link? Do you have a site that I can use?
Yeah, Google. Google's a good place to start.
Nice.
Drop a picture. You're saying
You just Google.
like you just pick any JPEG or whatever.
It does have to be a JPEG, yes.
Or... All right, I'm shuffled.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, that was a good idea. Luna, shut up. Shut your face.
Luna, do better. Yeah, we're just drawing before we light cannons. Is that what we do now?
I mean, you always draw your 7 first to see if you want to do what you got to do.
Okay, so wait, where did I get this creature token from?
Depends what's the creature.
It just popped up on my bar. Squirrel.
Oh, just delete it. It was probably I did that by accident, probably.
Dealed out a squirrel.
I may have.
Alright, so
I'll keep my hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my hand too.
yeah, same here.
Bulk the cannons.
18.
Is my dice not in there?
I got a 3.
Yo, my cannon is broken.
Tell your cannon don't be broke.
Yes. Fucking get your shit together.
Come on. Motherfucker. Alright. I can see it's in there. Alright. Boom. 4. What'd you guys have?
I had 18.
Damn. Alright, I guess I'm going last.
I guess so. Okay. So, we ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready.
So, I'm going to draw. Put down land. And then my turn.
Okay. Draw. Play a command tower. And tap that for 1, and I'm gonna put down a Dragonfire Blade. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has hexproof from monocolors. So if you attack me, if you try to cast a spell, it's only one color.
It's not going to work.
Can't do it.
Nice.
Hexproof. So it's got to have 2 different colors. So
Okay.
for modest, yeah, straight up hexproof against modest, and from you, probably I have to worry.
Yeah.
Turn.
Turn.
Draw. Swampies. Basic ass swamp.
Basic ass swamp.
Nice.
And I'll call that a turn.
I'm gonna draw. Going to put down the land. I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'm gonna play the Mycosynth Garden. So it's a land, tap for colorless. I could pay 1 and tap it and add one mana of any color. And I could pay X and tap it, and this land becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control with mana value X. So if it's 3 mana, I pay 3, tap this guy, and this thing then becomes a copy of whatever that is.
Nice.
A tapped copy or
It's
untapped?
just a copy. So
Ah, okay.
then I'm going to tap for 2. And I'm going to play this little guy right here, the Core Tapper. I can tap him, put a charge counter on target artifact, or I can sack him and put 2 charge counters on a target artifact. That's the end of my turn.
Nice.
Draw. What the fuck? Damn it. Why did it take so many? One, two, three. So I keep that. I gotta put 2 back. I'm gonna put these at the bottom. Or all right, tell me what you guys want me to do. I took 2 extra by accident somehow. Do you want me to just put them in the graveyard, exile them? I'd rather you guys not know what they were. But in fairness, I'll exile them if you want me to.
Oh, you want to put them back in your deck and shuffle?
All right.
Or is that not what you wanted to do?
No, I just wanted a fair resolution. That's all.
Nah, you're
I mean,
good. Go ahead, put it back in your deck and shuffle. I don't care.
I don't really care. You can put them in the deck and shuffle. I already saw what you threw down, so it doesn't matter. You got 8 cards. You got to play something.
I'm messing with my stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You got to get better treasures, man. You got to get like some sort of like, I don't know, like zombie treasure.
Bro.
Got 8 cards, man. It's a lot of cards.
He's working on it.
Does nothing yet.
Oh, cool. So you,
Legendary
Creature has
Archer.
menace.
Lucille, nice. Nice, very nice. I do indeed
Whenever
like
a
this
creature
play.
attacks, defending player sacrifices a creature. If they do, you create a walker token. That's
Walker's another name for zombie.
yes. I remember.
Okay, you in your turn?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, turn.
Okay, untapped. Draw. Put down a land.
You got all 3.
Yes, I do have all 3. Yes. Okay, so tap. Oops, like that. Tap 3. No. Tap 2. Put this guy out.
Fire Diamond.
Yeah.
Good clean ramp.
And my turn.
Alrighty, let's get back over here.
Why do
Untap.
you like that?
Hmm?
What do you mean?
I like. Why do you like that? Because it's an artifact that can't get taken out by like if there was a land wipe. I
Well,
don't
it's so you only get one land drop per turn, unless you're playing something that gives you two. So at the most you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a straight line. When you put something like that out, that just put him ahead. So now he technically has 4 mana on turn
Yeah.
3, where the rest of us have 3 mana. So it puts him.
Gotcha.
It's called ramp. So it puts him a little higher. So he can also tap it on the turn he puts it in. So if he needs like, if he puts down this and then he taps it, he can tap for 2. So like he could play that and then tap 2 and put down a 2 mana.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So,
I
yeah,
played it wrong, so
it's all right.
now, yeah, it's up to you, crazy man.
All right.
I
So
tapped it
I
wrong.
am going. That's okay. It does. It is what it is. So I drew my card. I am going to play the Temple of Epiphany, which comes in tapped. And it is going to give me.
Blue or
I can
red.
scry 1.
Okay.
That's going back on top. Okay. And then I am going to tap 2. I'm going to tap this for blue. And I'm going to put down this Thrumming Bird. Flying. It's a 1/1. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, I can proliferate.
Nice. Okay. Very good, sir. Very good.
And see, I'm gonna ping Modest for 1
There you go.
because he's got that artifact out. So
He's got an artifact?
yeah, that's
Damn.
a bat.
Well,
That bat is a problem that we'll have to deal with right now. But
damn. It's only
So
giving
every
giving
time-
you 2 though.
every time the creature attacks and does damage, just not damage. Every time the equipped creature attacks, the defending player has to sacrifice a creature. So you have to take a creature off the board, even if he doesn't do any damage.
Oh, damn.
And then he gets a token. He gets a zombie token.
Yeah.
So that's a kill on sight.
Mhm. Kill it on sight.
I will tell you that my commander is also pretty much like primary target. It is a kill on sight.
Tap another creature you control, put charge counters equal to its power on the spacecraft station.
So station is a new mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
I can tap a creature and use its power to increase the station counter.
Yeah.
Now, when it goes back to the graveyard, all the station counters come off and it starts over from scratch. It's
Yeah.
very similar to vehicles, except it stays. And there's usually like multiple things. It's almost like a planeswalker.
Okay.
Turn.
You
End
cast
turn?
your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Untapped. Draw. Okie dokie artichoke. Holy moly, what am I doing? Okay.
You are just good, clean ramp.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good, clean ramp.
Yeah. mhm. So, damn, no, if I did that, Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Alright. I get a treasure token.
What we got here? Oh, Sailor of Means.
Okay,
Great treasure token. He's a 1/4. Okay.
yeah. And then I'm gonna use that treasure token to add a blue, 1 blue, and bring this guy in. Okay, so
Siren Storm Tamer. Flying. Counter target spell or ability that target that targets you or a creature you control. Okay, so he's like he's a counter spell.
Yep.
If the break if emergency kind of thing.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
If he's tapped, you can't use his ability, right?
No, you can because that's not a tap ability. That's just a pay ability.
Right, but how can you pay something when the guy's been used up? You know what I mean?
It's
Like tap kind
if
of means that they're used.
It does, but there are some mechanics, like for example, Viscera Seer, you can just keep doing it over and over again. So for this case, you're paying the blue and sacking him, which you can do without tapping the creature because the creature is going to go into the graveyard. So the creature's gone.
All right.
And the interesting thing about it too, if it said tap, then yes, he would have he couldn't have him tapped. But in this case, he can just do it, and he can do it as what's called an interrupt, which is what instance used to be called. So like, if you basically like target him,
Which I did consider doing. Not now, but later.
Yeah, like
That's
if you,
going to come into
so it's
play.
counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control. So it's also abilities, which is interesting, because that means if you have something like if you have an ability that says like, tap this artifact, do 3 damage, he can actually interrupt that with that, which is kind of weird. At least that's what it sounds like. But
All right,
it's a
pass your
counter.
turn.
It's a counter spell.
On you, crazy man.
All right. Draw.
Well, I got two creatures on the board. Nah, I feel a little bit better.
Crazy
You
powerful.
do. You're feeling pretty
Crazy-
good about yourself.
I feel pretty
Crazy
good. And they're both
powerful for a
pirates.
1 mana card.
Yeah,
They're
that's
both
awesome.
pirates.
So I'm going to put down this Razor Bridge. It does come in tapped. It is indestructible, in case anybody wants to know that.
Which one?
And then this guy here, it's an artifact land.
Okay.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap 1, 2.
Mhm.
And I'm going to bring out the Steel Overseer.
Nice.
Steel Overseer, put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control.
Yeah,
I only
one.
currently control 1 artifact creature. So I am going to tap him immediately, and I'm going to put a counter on my core tapper.
There you go. Look at you
So
doing things.
he is going to be now, he's going to be a 2/2. And then what I'm going to do is, what do you got up there? Oh, you got a flyer that's a 1/1.
Yep.
And you got a 1/4. I don't want to attack you, so I'm going to attack Modest again for 3.
Nice.
And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, Modest, I get to proliferate, which means
now
I
you
get
get-
to pick another counter. So now my
Nice.
core tapper's a 3/3.
Nice. Very nice, sir.
So now I got some blockers.
All right, you got some breathing room.
I got a little bit of yeah. And these are going to tap,
Hmm.
and that is going to be the end of my turn.
There you go.
Draw.
Go. Swamping it up. Should have something out by now. Just putting out swamps, and you got your mono color.
I gotta
Right.
play these in turn.
Ah, you got a system. You got a little setup, huh?
That means that he has something that oh, dude. Okay. Not for nothing, but you play that card every single game we play.
If it comes out, it comes out.
I'm just saying it's a statistical anomaly
Yeah.
that in the 4 or 5 games we've played, that card has been in every game. I'm just throwing it out there.
Turn.
4/2 with Menace. That's pretty destructive.
That's your turn?
Turn.
All right, untapped. Drawing a card.
So I got to get some shit. I got to get some shit to block that. That's a 4/2. Oof. I got to get some damage on that bad boy.
All right. So, what we are going to do is tap it all. Bring in the commander.
Commander.
Yeah, it's commander time.
Commander time. Feel the power of the commander. I gotta get my blockers up. This is the first thing I gotta do.
Alright.
I got some work to do, gents.
Alrighty. So yeah, I'm chilling. I end my turn.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Modest is gonna attack me next turn, so I know this is a fact.
Honestly, I thought about coming at Spectral to start, but
I don't know why. I've pinged you twice.
no,
I
I
mean,
know you're kind of being a dick.
he's got that. Listen, the problem is if you attack Spectral, he's got that counter spell just sitting there waiting to be used. I'm gonna draw. Okay. Let's see. What should we do? What to do? What to do? Man, this is a tough call. What to do? I don't have enough mana to do what I want, but I got enough mana to do what I need, I think. So 1, 2, 3, white, red, blue. I am gonna bring out my commander. Okay. So I'm gonna bring out my commander. I am gonna tap. I'm actually gonna tap the Thrumming Bird. Well, all right, we got to do this in the right order. So first thing I'm gonna do is tap the Thrumming Bird. That's gonna put one counter on this gentleman here. So he is going to. Oh, well, that counter's way too big. I'm gonna have to use a loyalty counter because that one's it's disgustingly large. We're just gonna put him to a 1. So what that's gonna do is at the beginning of combat.
Counter.
Yeah, I can put a 1/1 counter on. I can put a 1/1 counter, or I can put 2 charge counters on one of my artifacts. So I can either give him a +1/+1, or I can put a charge counter.
Okay.
So I can do that. So then what we're gonna do here is at the beginning of combat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap the Overseer. Put a 1/1 on this guy. And then we're gonna go to the beginning of combat.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna attack, but I am gonna put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Ooh, I should have been putting counters on him too. I'm gonna put one on her. And then he gets one from when I tapped him. And then I'm gonna hold.
Okay.
Yeah, that should do it. Okay, hold for turn.
Draw. Swamp. Lady coming out.
Brought the lady out. Pays 2 life. Skeletonans get 1/1.
Yeah, his ward.
That's gonna be my turn. I'm just grabbing the counter, the 1/1.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna continue onward and forward. Untap. Draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Keep draw. Man down, land down. Okay. Commander comes over here. Alright. I got 3. Alright, so damn it, I should have did that the other way around. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hands up.
I noticed that.
Okay.
Lose 1 life.
Pass for turn.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna untap. We're gonna draw. Hmm. Right. Everybody's untapped. You technically move over, but you don't have enough counters to do shit, so you're good to go. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna put down the Lux Cannon. And then what we're gonna do is for the Lux Cannon, that gets
Destroy
counters on.
that spectral.
Yeah.
The
So
thing's a pain in the ass.
So yes, I can destroy. I can tap it and remove 3 charge counters from this artifact and destroy target permanent. So that is the thing that I can do. Yes.
Nice.
I could actually use it this turn.
Nice.
Whenever this land enters creature, you deal 1 damage to each opponent. That's not really too deadly. So I don't know. I could zap that zombie off the table, but it hasn't attacked me yet, so that's not a problem. 1/4 doesn't do shit. Storm Rare flying. Anyway, okay, so I gotta start making my counters do shit. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tap this Overseer construct. Everybody gets +1/+1 counter. That's a 2/2. Then I'm gonna tap. Tap the Core Tapper. I'm gonna put a charge counter on that. And then I am going to take this 1/1 with flying. And I'm going to send it at modest for 2 damage.
2 damage, modest. Do you accept the
2
charges?
damage to modest. And then I'm going to proliferate. And at the beginning of combat, I'm going to put my 2 counters on him. Because that's what happens when the ship at the beginning of combat. So, So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to tap it for 3. And I'm going to take out your Siren Storm. You can tap it and counter it, but it doesn't matter because it's targeting you anyway and you'd have to sack it. So
Well, I can't. I don't have the mana for it.
you do not have the mana for it. So you go to the graveyard. And yeah, I think that's going to be end of turn.
Nice, very nice.
I think that this what I'm about to do might be wild.
Okay.
So I'm
Get it.
gonna wait for you to be like, you can't do that.
Do it. Just
I
do
mean,
it.
you probably can, but let's do it.
All right, untap, draw. Oh, that's perfect. I'll put
Whenever
him over
another
there.
zombie okay, yeah. So whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on champion of the Fed. Yeah, okay. So
Nice.
far, so one. Well,
Either
No,
gives it a
you
1-1
can't put
already.
them on right now.
another
Geese.
zombie.
Geese, gives it a 1-1 already.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
God
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Can I know my cards?
Yeah.
So he's a
That's fine.
2/2. Okay. You just gonna pay at the end, or do you want to do it for each transaction, so you don't forget?
What?
Again, another character that shows up every single game you play. So you're gonna pay all 5 to do this. Okay.
Nice. Haste and flying.
Haste and flying.
Choose any number. Oh, I hate this one.
I know. And again, as I mentioned before, always
Nah,
seems to come out.
This deck did not work with what's his name. It didn't do anything it was supposed to. I am going to. The only thing I'm going to do is send this over to Spectral,
What's the
and I don't
damage?
think he can. 3.
He's a 3/3.
Okay. Thank you, sir. May I have another? And your turn?
Can block.
No, not yet, because I'm going to do now. This is where it comes in, crazy man. Would you agree that if I decide to do all 3 of those things, that they all qualify as crimes?
No, it's one crime.
If I
Well,
decide
So
each
discarding a
individual,
card, discarding a
is a
card
crime.
is a crime.
Okay,
Well, no, but
and
it's not.
all 3 of
but-
us have to do it.
So here's the thing, though. It's not targeting a specific thing.
I'm
You are
making a
t- you
player
are-
discard a card.
That is targeting a player's hand. But it's each
Okay,
player. So it's each player is doing it.
okay. So what?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not saying that a crime, I believe, is, and let me just look it up, but I think a crime is you have to target a specific, you have to say this
let me
player's
spit-
thing. So
All right, let me. I'm
You might be right.
specifically googling that card. Rankle.
No, you might be right. I don't know. So it says whenever you cast a spell or activate an ability that targets its opponent. So those aren't are they active? They're not activated abilities. So it has to target an opponent, their stuff. So spells, permanents, graveyard. But it's not an activated ability. It's a triggered ability. And that's why you commit a crime as you cast a spell, activate an ability, or put a triggered ability on the stack. So a triggered ability is an ability that automatically does something when a certain event occurs, or a set. So yes, so the triggered ability counts as a crime. Well, I mean, yes, that. So his ability would, if it's technically a crime. So it says you cast a spell, activate an ability, or put that on the stack that targets one or more of the following: an opponent, a spell or ability an opponent controls, a permanent an opponent controls, or a card in the opponent's graveyard. So it's targeting an opponent. Once you get technically not a batch mechanic, because a batch list, I think it would only be one crime. Doesn't have to resolve yet or at all.
Here's
For example,
Here's the
an
way I
ability
would
that
read it.
triggers when you cast a spell that targets an opponent. See, but I think it has to target an opponent.
Okay. A player commits a crime as a player casts a spell.
Oh, well,
If
it doesn't
they
matter because the ability only triggers once per turn anyway. So it doesn't. If it is a crime, you only get one. See, this ability triggers only once each turn.
But do I
So-
get one for each player at least?
No, it's one time. It triggers once, and that's it. It's not once per player. So if you commit 20 crimes, it's one time because of that sentence.
You saw what I was trying to do, right?
No, I saw you were trying to make like an infinite amount of zombie tokens. Each player sacrifices a creature. Each player loses one life and draws a card. Each player discards a card. I mean, it's probably one crime. I
I'm
would
just
say
gonna
that
do one
each player
anyway.
loses. I think each player loses one life is probably it's probably a crime. Maybe because you're not. The problem is it's the weird thing of targeting player. So you're saying each, and usually with an each mechanic, it doesn't target something specifically. But I mean I don't know. I think it's okay. I don't know about you. What do you think, Spectral? What do you want to do? You want to let him have a zombie? If he does the one where he has to like, I think if the one where he sacrifices a creature or the one where he takes away one life is probably a crime.
Yeah.
But it's going to trigger once. It won't trigger for
Yeah, I think it would
every
just trigger
instance.
once. Yeah. It triggers only once each turn.
But the ability he's trying to use on her only happens once per turn. So it's
Mhm.
like you can do 20 crimes in a turn. It still only happens
Yeah,
once.
once.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you could stack the deck and just be doing crime all day long.
All right, so
What are you going to make us do?
just lose a life and draw a card.
Okay. We're going to lose one life. We all draw a card.
Alrighty. You pass your turn? Alright, cool.
Yep.
Untapped. Drawing a card. Meow, 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 meow. Tapping two. Oh, wait. I'm going to put down land, which is everybody gets hit for one, except for me.
Oh, we got one of those kind of lands, huh?
Yeah, I got a landfall for this lizard creature.
Oh yeah, that's right. That lizard wizard asshole.
Yeah.
The Spitfire.
Yep.
Legak.
Put down the land. I'm
Put that shit on.
Pop. Tap two. Put that over there for Modesto. He'll know what to do.
He probably will.
Stupid.
Once per turn, sir.
I get two though. I
Huh?
get two.
Why do you? Why?
Whenever you commit a crime,
Oh,
create
two.
two tap, two blade. Again,
Black blue.
I think those are black blue. I don't know.
It doesn't really matter because
They're just tokens, right?
they're just
Unless you
tokens.
guys have something that targets blue
Well,
creatures.
so that's the thing. Black blue means that they're not monocolor. That's all. So if you have something that only targets black or only targets blue,
Tapping everything.
because
down.
there are some
Oh.
spells that are like exile all cards that are X color.
Holler. And this guy.
He goes up 2. I mean, I'm gonna kill him next turn anyway, so I don't know why we're even getting into this. Flux cannon's gonna start. I got the orbital space cannon from Star Wars. Planetary defense cannon, just knocking
Bringing
ships
out
out of the air.
Don Andres, vampire pirate. Okay. Pass return.
Cool. Just gonna keep making big boys.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
for it.
Untap, draw. Okay, now we're cooking.
There you go.
All right. I am gonna play the Adarkar Wastes. Pretty snazzy. They're pretty cool. I know everybody loves it. So I
Yes,
take
one
damage
time.
if I use a color for it.
Yeah.
Kind of
you go.
sucks, but what are you gonna do? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap 2 colorless, and I'm gonna bring out my Arcane Signet. So that
Nice.
is add 1 mana of any color.
Nice.
That's a pretty solid run there.
Mm.
Then what I'm gonna do is now we're gonna start the engine.
Mm.
So what we're gonna do here is okay. We're gonna move to combat. What do you got over here, Modest? You got a 4/4.
Combat.
You got a 2/4/4s. You got this crazy menace zombie and 2 2/2s. You got a lot of stuff hanging out over there.
Well,
You got a lot of stuff here too. 3 3.
no, all
and
his stuff.
2.
All his stuff has menace for blocking. So
Menace only counts when you attack.
yeah.
So he's not gonna want to block with his menace.
Hmm. Nice. Okay.
But I am also in a situation where we need to start thinking about.
Me?
Well, I need to start thinking about everybody. Everybody's starting to get a little spicy. And
I haven't done anything yet.
you just got people on the board. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we
it.
got
I
a lot of.
I like to have my friends. You know,
The moving parts.
we're hanging out.
You get this vampire pirate. I'm really worried about. Actually.
Yarr.
We're
Well, I don't
letting
have-
people settle in.
I don't have any
That's
tokens
the
on the
problem.
board. I don't have any creature tokens on the
Yeah.
board.
You
Not yet.
don't. That's true. That is true. I really want to proliferate, but I also don't.
Want to tap them?
I don't want to tap him.
Might need him. You
I
might
probably
need
am
'em.
gonna need. I'm gonna probably need some. What we got here? We got. I gotta get everybody up to a 5. This dude's okay because he's a 6. That's not good. Steel Overseer's not good. Huh.
That's Lucille from Walking Dead.
Steel Overseer. Okay. This is where. All right. So here's what we'll do. Here, I'm gonna tap the Steel Overseer. I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on all of my artifact creatures. I'm gonna go to combat, but I'm not gonna attack, and I'm just gonna put a counter on this guy, which is going to now be a deterrent. If anybody wants to come at me, someone's gonna die.
Okay.
Because this thing is charged and ready. The Death Star is charged and ready.
Okay. Congratulations. You on your turn?
End my turn.
Okay.
Untap. Draw.
Yeah, Lucille's pointless if you got your commander on the board.
It gives
Not
+2,
necessarily.
Yeah, well, it gives it +2, but
and
the
you get the
menace,
Walker token.
the menace part.
Yeah.
If any,
It's about him making us sack stuff.
Yeah,
That's the big thing.
I see. Well, nothing I can do about that. He wants me to give him my stuff away. I think I've seen this guy before.
oh wait, yeah, that's what I wanted to bring in.
The curse.
All right,
Do
so
you
I'm
have
gonna
do you have other cards in this?
Yeah,
deck?
right.
Or-
Because I've seen these cards before too.
sacrifice the token.
Not the champion of Parish though.
No, I've seen
haven't
him once.
I haven't
I've
seen
seen him one
Lucille.
time. I have not seen Lucille either. That's a first. Where the hell did Rankle go?
You put him in the graveyard.
Yes, I did.
You.
Spectral put him in the graveyard.
Yes,
No, you did.
I did.
You didn't attack me.
All right, so I sacrifice, and this gets a 1/1. Giza. And I only played one so far. And 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm putting this into play, and I'm activating that 2 colorless ability. Return up to 2 creatures with total mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So Rankle's back, bitches, and he has haste.
Is he?
I don't think so.
That's a sorcery spell, right?
You
oh,
want to
no,
see
no, no.
it?
Oh yeah, no. So I'm gonna pay 1 blue, and I'm gonna cast Swan Song, and what that will do is that's gonna counter that, but you get a 2/2 blue bird.
Nice. You get a little blue bird.
Yeah, you get a bird. Here, hold on. I have a bird for you.
Give him a bird.
He's pretty creepy looking too, so it's actually really good for your deck. See, he's like really
An
creepy
owl.
looking.
Nice.
Is it an owl? Yeah, kind of an owl.
Yeah, it's a horn owl.
All right, fuck
great
it.
horn owl.
I don't even care what happens from this. I'm sending all this shit at you, and you deal with it.
You sending it at me?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see what we got. I don't really have much to block with. You sent your commander at me?
I'm sending fucking everybody at you.
Okay.
This commander's a 4/4.
His commander's a 4/4, so I am definitely going to block the commander. So this is what I got for blocking. Hold on. Let me bring my cards over and see what we can do here. This thing, I don't know why the counter flipped over. That was weird. There we go. I separate that.
Nope.
Now, all right. Hold on. We'll get there. Don't worry. So this is not necessarily what's happening. I'm just trying to see what we got on the table here. This is what I have available. So I got a 3/3, which I can deal with. Okay, so the 7/7 is going to block your commander. That little core tapper guy. I'm not going to pull. I'm going to pull her back because she can't block anything. And then I'm going to tap the cannon, and the cannon's going to take out your champion of the perished. And then I'm going to block with the core tapper, and I'll take the rest of the damage.
So 6. No.
So it's going to
Eight.
be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Alright, good. Your commander is dead.
And I take 8 damage. Which is still a sizable chunk of my health pool.
Yeah. Don't your counters go away?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he can bring her back like next turn.
Oh
He's got
yeah.
enough mana for it.
He's got enough mana to equip this thing too. Lucio.
I just think she's she's a pricey commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has a lot of power, and with mono black, it's not like you're fighting for colors.
Yeah, your turn?
Turnover.
Alright, sweet. Untapped. No upkeep. Drawing a card. This is freaking useless. Not really. You have just like all non-basic lands.
This deck has like no basic lands in it.
So that card I received was pointless. Alright. Don Andres, you go over there. Let me see. Okay. So. Now this guy here.
The Dam Breaker. Oh, you get to proliferate.
Yep.
So here's
So
the
what
thing that
you can recreate 1/1 counters for everything.
yeah, so the way proliferate works is anything that has a counter on it,
Oh.
you can choose which ones, and you can add one of that kind of counter. But you can do that for other kinds of counters that are on. So you could do it for anybody on the board. So he can up your 1/1 counters, or if you have like a poison counter, he can up that. If you had a rad
Okay.
counter, if you had a -1/-1 counter, he can up that too. So any
Nice.
kind of counters.
Nice.
Some cards also have like a finality counter, or if they have like a clock where it's like you have 3 turns before this dies and you put a counter on it. If it says the word counter, you're in. Tick tock, motherfucker. That's what that does.
Pass for turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw. So let's see what we do today.
What do we do today, sir? What do we do?
What do we do today? First things first. Let's see. We are gonna a mana situated. So let's see. We need a red and a white. I have 1, 2. I have just enough to do this thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna bring out Sammy, Wildcat Captain. She has double strike, vigilance, and spells that I cast have affinity for artifacts. So what that means is I pay 1 less for every artifact on the table when I cast a spell. I still have to pay the like colored mana, but any of the colorless.
Yeah. Nice.
So she's a pretty good one. And what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to actually tap her, and I'm going to station this guy for 4, so he's up to 6.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do, let's see, what do we got? You have no flyers, right?
Nope.
Spectral.
Nope.
And you do have a flyer here, Modest. So that's interesting. I really want to put more counters on some shit, but I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna fuck some shit up, I think. So I'm gonna send the. You know what? Should I do this? I should do this. Do you have open mana? You do not. All right, Justo, I'm gonna send the thrumming bird at you. It's gonna be 3 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Okay.
And then that's gonna be the end of my turn. I
Sounds
will
good.
proliferate.
Untap.
All right, that goes up to 3 because I'm gonna use those
Draw.
counters to put that on, and that's gonna be the end of my turn. So when I went to combat, I just put the 2 counters on the Lux Cannon.
Okay.
So it's now up to 3 again.
These 2 open. All right, so I am gonna equip the bird that everybody thought was a joke. Is gonna
Okay.
get the bat.
It's still a
It's all
joke.
fun
Oh,
until the
shit.
bird gets the bat,
Bird's gonna get the bat. Okay.
and I am gonna send that at Justa because I know he can't block it,
Okay.
and that's coming at Justa for 4. And you got to sacrifice a creature
Why do I have to sacrifice a creature?
because
That's what the bat does.
that's what the bat does.
Okay. Nice. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that bat is a bitch.
Well, okay. And your turn?
Yeah, that's it. You took the 4.
Yeah, I took it off.
All right.
Untap, no upkeep. I'm gonna draw a card. Okay. I'm going to tap for 3. Bring out this artifact here.
So he would avoid summoning sickness if he did that, huh? If he converted it right away.
What did he do?
He'd be putting an artifact into play that if he pays a black and a red, it turns it into a 3/1 Red Devil artifact creature with first strike.
Yep. It's the thing. Yeah. I mean, it does. It doesn't.
It's
say
like a
with
dormant.
haste.
Yeah, but what would be the point of activating that ability if you can't attack with it that turn?
You can block. You
'Cause
can
it's-
block with it though, and it has first strike, so it'll do the 3 damage first before, and it'll
Ah.
stay alive. You could also you could do it and then give it haste with something else. It's in
Yeah.
red,
Yeah,
so
But can I use this at any time, like an instant?
yes, it is just. So if he's attacking you with like a 2/2, you can just be like, nope. I summon my demon blade, and it kills you.
Rakdos Kieran.
Yeah.
Did you sacrifice?
He did.
No. What was the card that prevented me from putting that spell on him?
What do you
Didn't
mean?
he do so? I thought he did something that prevented me from doing something to him.
I mean, I played Swan Song. That's how you got that bird. I don't know what he did.
All right.
Oh, what
I
I
wasn't
know
paying
about
attention.
what? I killed you. I used shredded sails to kill your stupid fairy. And that's all I did to
Oh
you.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the other one he was talking about, the flyer, sacrifice Siren Storm Tamer. Counter
Oh, I
target
killed that.
spell or ability that targets you or your creature you control.
Yeah, I shot him out of the sky with my orbital cannon.
Yeah, he took it out early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Okay.
It's a dangerous weapon to have.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna end my turn and I'll be right back. You can
Okay.
You can go with your turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. Interesting. Okay, that's fun. So let's move everybody over here. Get everybody on the table. So Sammy has affinity for artifacts. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. I gotta think about this for a second here. And okay, so I guess time to get spicy. So we're gonna play a blue and a red. Oh no, blue and a red, and we're gonna cast her now. Because of Sammy, spells that I cast have affinity for artifacts, which means she costs. Well, she won't cost any colorless because I have more than 2 artifacts. So she's gonna come in, and then whenever I cast a heroic spell, I can draw a card. So that's an artifact, a legendary, or a saga. She is an artificer. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, 6 artifacts currently on the table. So with 6 artifacts, I am going to cast. I can reduce my colorless by 6. So I'm going to pay 1 colorless, and I'm going to cast this guy here. This is the threefold Thunder Hulk. This creature enters with 3 1/1 counters on it. And whenever this creature enters or attacks, create a number of 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creatures equal to. I have to get rid of this thing. What is this? Hold on a second here. I think it's equal to its power. But I can't. Where's the little thing that. Nope, that's not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I wanted either. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, I can't get. Why won't this work? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get that counter thing off of it. There's a button here that does it. Give me a second. I'll find it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, equal to its power. So it creates 3 gnomes. I don't know why it won't let me put the gnome in the. Let me put the gnome in the thing. Damn it! Hold on. Oh, I know why. Because it's too big. Hold on, I'll get there. It's very annoying. It won't let me put the gnome in there. Anyway, all right. So I get 3 gnomes. He generates 3 of these gnomes. These are all 1/1 gnomes out of 2/2. He's a 1/1. So that all comes in. I can sacrifice another artifact and put a 1/1 counter in it. So I didn't cast a spell. So now I have a ton of artifacts, which makes a bunch of free. Do draw a card. Oh, look at that. So I could put my soul ring out because I get that for free. Since I have a ton of artifacts. So then, let's see, what do we have here? I'm going to tap one of my gnomes. I'm going to pop this up to 8, which makes this now a flying 5/5. All of my artifacts have hexproof and indestructible. And then I'm going to pay 1. The command tower here. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I'm going to pay 1 here with the arcane signet. I'm going to attach the blade. So now the sword has a giant. Now this giant spaceship has a sword sticking out of it, which gives it +2/+2 and hexproof from monocolor. Put the loyalty counter up here just so we know. This one gives it +2/+2, so it is now. It's a big boy. Um, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. $29. I could do some serious damage. Holy shit. Yeah, I could do some damage. She has double strike. Oof. That's okay. Then what I'll do is I'm going to tap the Steel Overseer and put a 1/1 counter on all of my artifacts. All the artifact creatures get +1/+1s. Nope, just a 1. Okay. Then we're going to go to combat. At the beginning of combat on your turn, I'm going to choose to put a 1/1 counter on Sammy. And I think that's going to be... I don't even need to hold back. I'm going to send the Thrumming Bird at you modest for 4 in the air. Okay, and then everybody ticks up 1. That right there is going to be the end of my turn.
Spectral, you back?
Still pooping.
His hand moved though. No.
Yeah,
It's
you know
probably
what?
the
I've
dog.
been on mute this whole time.
Good to know.
So yeah.
Oh.
Did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, nothing important.
Okay.
I'm just making comments of what you were saying.
Okay.
I'm happy that you attacked him. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Listen, I'm doing what I can with what I got.
This man's doing the Lord's work.
I'm doing, listen, I got spaceships. I got a captain.
Yeah.
I got 2 captains, actually.
I have an admiral.
That does trump my 2 captains. If this was poker, you'd win.
Yeah.
I do have a gigantic robot that makes gnomes.
I have a Leviathan.
This
I
is
want.
true.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
It is your turn, yes.
Spells before attack or no? How does that work?
So it depends. What kind of spell is it? Or is it a
Sorcery.
sorcery?
Sorcery. Yeah.
Sorcery is done, yes, in your first main phase,
All right.
and then you go to combat.
So
you
I'm
can
targeting.
do it after combat too.
I'm targeting.
Rush of
Crazy
Dread.
Man to sacrifice half of the creatures that you control, rounded up, and
okay.
I'm targeting Spectral to lose half of his life, rounded up.
So half of my creatures rounded up. I have 1, 2, 3. I don't think this would work. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Half of my life?
Yeah, rounded up.
What are that? I'm Crazy Man. Can you help me? I'm too stupid to know what that means.
Say that again.
29 divided by 2.
Yeah. So rounded up. So it's really 30. So you lose 15. Now, the question is, I want to do something. I want to be a dick. And I don't know whether I should. I could do it.
Just do what you're gonna do.
I mean, I might as well. I mean, why not? So I can tap for 1, and then I'm going to cast. It's called Ripples of Potential. So I proliferate, and then I choose any number of permanents that I control, and they phase out, which means they don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're just not on the table. So that would kind of negate what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So I can pick who I want to phase out. But I do want to keep somebody up so that I don't get my ass kicked. Because that would leave me wide open with 30 health. So I'm gonna have to phase out the ones that I really want to keep. Let's see. So I have, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's half my creatures, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta phase out enough that I could just get rid of the gnomes. and still keep up some blockers. So I'll phase. So what I'll do is I'll move him to the top. So he'll phase out. He's not here. He'll phase out. They're not here. I need 6 on the board, so I gotta phase out one more creature. So I'll phase her out. So 3 of them will phase out, and these 3 gnome. Oh no, I need one more off the board. I need one more off. I'll phase her out, and then these gnomes will all. They'll get sacrificed.
Okay, so the next turn you'll get them back, right? That's what
Yeah,
that
they
means?
phase out. Yeah, so then they don't exist until the next the controller's next turn, and then I proliferate.
And for my attack phase, I'm just going to do the same thing again with the bird and Giza.
For
You're
me?
gonna
That's a
attack
spectral.
just okay.
So taking
Yeah,
4
and sacrifice a creature.
and sacrifice a creature? Bro. You're a harsh person.
I hate to say it, but you might want to just take out that lizard.
Yeah, I'm about to take out the
He's
Leviathan.
not. He's not really do. You can take out the Leviathan. No, that's your big hitter. I would take the lizard out, but that's just me. I don't want to tell you what to do. You can take the Leviathan out.
I forgot to put him over here. He was supposed to be over here
Yeah.
a while ago.
He can block.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so, untapped. I don't have any upkeep. Draw a card. I'm going to... Tap 3 and put this on the board.
Ooh. Loxodon Warhammer. They get trample
Lifelink.
and lifelink.
That gives you life back, right?
Yeah, so for every damage you do, you get back that much life. And with trample, that means that you're gonna pretty much be guaranteed to do the maximum damage. So you want to put that on that saucy little Dawnbreaker, and then you can get a shit ton of health back. You will get 7 health back if you hit. Is that a leaden mirror?
Yeah. Why?
Bitch, that's like a $10 card.
It's not.
I actually have one. Yes, the leaden mirror is very rare.
No, I have a bunch of them.
You have a bunch of them?
Yes.
Where? From where?
Places and things.
Dude, those things are actually expensive because it's very hard to get a mana dork in black.
Raz, can you give me my phone? Let's see.
Well, look it up on Mana Box.
It's
I'm
just
about
30
to.
cents.
It's just
I don't know about that. The one I have a foil one.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
it's
have
show,
it.
it says that its rarity is C.
No. That's
mine.
what
Mine
I
says
mean
$3.
by rare is, I mean there are. Yeah.
Mine says $3. I have one.
Am I looking at the wrong thing?
You might be looking at the wrong thing.
I'm looking
It
at
depends.
TCG player. I don't know.
So the one that I have, so I have a foil. It's $11.
Yeah.
But
Mine-
yes, you can
But
get
is
them
it-
for like 50 cents.
But it depends what set it's from too, right?
It does, yes. But if it's from the plane chase, it's like a $3 card. If
Yeah.
it's from Mirrodin, it could go up to $12 for the foil. But a non-foil is only like 40, 50 cents. And the same thing for the Scars of Mirrodin.
Right.
It's just the thing is like getting. So there's not a lot of like those kind of cards in black where you can tap it for mana. That's all I'm saying. They're just
Alright.
they're hard to find. That's why it's valuable.
I'm gonna pass.
And
for
mirror
turn.
cool. Okay.
Yeah, I have a few of them.
They're pretty cool. I like Mir. I think they're funny. They're basically like the robot. They're like separatist battle droids.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, that's a spicy meatball. I think I can win, which
right
is
now.
a terrible thing to say out loud. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
it
here's
is
the
almost
thing.
10 o'clock.
I mean, well, because here's the thing. Okay, my spaceship is a 10-10
Mhm.
with flying. You only have 10 health left.
Yep.
And you have no way to block it. Do you have anywhere to stop it? I mean,
Nope.
unless you have a spell that can stop it, and I send that at you, that's
Fine.
gonna end your day.
I don't.
And then Modest has 29 health. When that kicks, so then I have 11. So what's this? 15, 16, 17.
So game in 2 turns.
I mean, I could send everything else at Modest, and I think I can do enough damage to kill him. Because we're looking at 15, 16, 17, 18. $42 damage, and you can block some of it because it's not all flying, so you can block the big ones, but then you wouldn't have anything to attack me, which would mean that you would. I mean, we could play it out if you want.
Nah, we're good. I thought we weren't gonna have super decks or whatever, but
Dude, it's
cool.
a precon.
I guess.
It's the only thing
I mean,
not
if you feel good about yourself.
the only thing not in the precon right now was Sammy. It was the only card I pulled that wasn't part of the precon. She I pulled from a pack, but she came in pretty late in the game.
Do what you got to do.
I mean,
All right. So you hit me for the 10.
you're gonna get hit for the 10. The rest is gonna go to Modest. I'll just send everything out.
All right, so just consider me blocking your biggest shit.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
gonna die regardless, but
So you got
Here.
how many blockers? You have 3 blockers. So you're gonna block this one. So this will get blocked by somebody. This is a 9/9, so that'll get blocked by somebody, I imagine. You'll probably block the double strike because that'll save some time. The flyer's going to get through no matter what. So I would hit you for 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 damage. So it'd be 15 damage. I'd put 2 more counters on this. And then I would make like a metric ton of gnomes. I'd make a bunch of gnomes. So that would be what would happen, I think.
We're playing it out. So play it out.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, she has vigilance, so she's doesn't untap. And yeah, I mean that's the end of my turn. So I got blockers. Till the end of a term, you may play cards in your graveyard as though they were in your hand. Ooh, that's a good one. Yawgmoth's Will. Oh, and then anything put in the graveyard gets exiled.
So I think the way that I'm reading it is that if I don't use the cards that I just pulled out of the graveyard, I have to exile them.
So until the end of your turn, you may play cards in your graveyard as though they're in your hand. Yes. Cards put into your graveyard this turn are removed from the game instead. But then anything that was in your graveyard just stays in your graveyard.
Oh, I get it. So I don't have to pull everything out.
No, they don't. You just play them. It's almost like having a second hand. But if something dies this turn, it goes into exile, not in your graveyard. That's all. That's the way that reads. You just tap it all. Just tap the whole thing.
He'll tap the lot.
Tap it all.
Just sacrifice half your creatures.
Sacrifice half my creatures again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures. It's rounded up.
Rounded up.
So I have to sacrifice 7 creatures. Okay, so these gnomes are all gonna die.
Yep. And then
I don't have any use for them anymore anyway. And then I got one of the real ones. So I will send her to the graveyard. I don't need her anymore anyway.
There you go.
Which leaves me with 1 blocker.
Play that. But that's got summoning sickness. So.
Yeah, everything's gonna have summoning sickness except for the bird.
For this.
It's a pretty tough
Bird
bird.
with the bat.
And
Listen, I gave him that bird. Okay.
I'm gonna hit you for the 4, and you got to sacrifice another creature. Unless you can block it.
Or I can tap my Lux Cannon and take 3 counters off and destroy target permanent.
Okay. But the attack still occurred, right?
Does it say? It says when you attack, right?
Yes.
Yes, because it says when a group of creatures attacks, they don't have to connect. So I will have to sacrifice something. What should I sacrifice? It's a tough call.
I say your commander.
You would say that. I'm still gonna blast that bird off the table, though.
That's the bird you gave him.
gonna-
You said.
It's got to be done. Bird's got to die. The bird is turned on its master. So the equipment doesn't go away. The equipment just goes back, and you can re-equip it whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's my turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna untap, draw, play it out. I got my first basic land of the game.
Nice.
I know, right? Pretty cool. And then pretty much going to you have nothing with flying, and you're tapped out, right?
Correct.
Thank you.
So I'm going to hit you with my 2 flyers. And even without the counters, that's going to do 16 damage.
Alright. I just wanted to wipe your shit off the board. That's why
I
I wanted
know.
to play it out.
I mean,
Had to
it
be
worked.
I had to be spiteful. We need 4 people.
A 4th
'Cause-
person does help.
I don't think that they would allow you to do what you do to us.
It depends on who the person is, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pay to see you humbled again.
I mean, listen, I get my ass kicked in my other pod all the time. So I played this exact same deck on I played it last weekend and I got stomped twice, like badly. Like it wasn't even like this one dude had like every single land in his deck on the board at one time. Because he was playing he's playing the other precon that came with this.
Mm-hmm. So you just had tons of land, tons of mana.
So the way the way that the other deck works is that you sacrifice lands. So you have creatures that you play lands, and then you have creatures that sacrifice those lands. Then you have other creatures that allow you to play lands out of the graveyard.
Yeah.
And then you have even more things like spells that says like, okay, cool, play this spell or tap this ability, and all the lands in your graveyard come out on the battlefield tapped.
Huh.
But then there's other cards in there that say all your lands come in untapped. So what ends up happening is you end up sacking them throughout the game, and then they end up in the graveyard, and then you play those cards, and then they pull them all out of the graveyard, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, I got 45 mana, and you can just cast anything you want.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, this deck doesn't use the table mana, like it doesn't use lands as much. That's why they're all these tapped dual lands, because I have things like this thing here, this ever-flowing chalice.
Yeah.
Which is basically I pay 2. Every time I pay 2, what'll happen is I get a charge counter, and then I can tap it, and I can get 1 colorless mana for everything on the charge counter. So I got like stuff like that gives me all this colorless mana. But then the fun part is, since a lot of these artifact creatures,
Would
I'm
this
looking-
have worked on?
yeah, destroy all. So yes,
these
so
two?
that it'll destroy all planes. The only one it will not destroy is the one that's indestructible. So the bridge. But the question becomes since this is an older card, it probably only destroys basic lands.
Yeah.
So it would destroy, like, if I had this plains, if it was a mountain, it would destroy them.
Yeah.
What you'd probably want to do is you'd probably want to. There's a different kind of card that says destroy all lands.
Yeah.
Period. I think it's called Armageddon.
Yeah.
What that would do is, but
Oh.
that would destroy. So here's the thing, though. Not only would that destroy all of my lands, that destroys
as well.
everybody's lands.
Yeah.
So any planes get destroyed. That's the crazy part. So there are a lot of like, there's like board wipes that just say like, all right, like actually Black has a lot of that sacrifice stuff in it where it's like, sacrifice this, kill this, do this, like destroy all creatures. It's called board wipe. There's one card that actually I think Modest should throw in the deck. It's called Blasphemous Act. And
Player,
if
we're
you-
live, by the way.
if you have 13 creatures on the board total, if there's 13 creatures on the board, you pay 1 black and you destroy 13. Everybody has to destroy 13 creatures.
Oh.
So it's basically a board wipe unless you're like a heavy token deck.
What's
and there's
that
not
card
much
called?
you can really do about it. It's called Blasphemous Act. That's a good one for black. That the Rush of Dread, that's another good one. I like that card.
I'm just wondering when my fucking friends became fucking such nerds. I can't believe it.
Really?
So the funny part about this is that it has never changed. You just ignored it.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but that's
So-
a red. That's a red card.
Blasphemous Act? No, I think it's black, isn't it? I have
It's
one.
red. It's red 8.
I'm going back to Elden Ring.
So a swamp plains like okay. So yes, a dual land would be destroyed. I correct myself. He did not.
What?
It destroys blasphemous edict. Sorry. You are correct. I was gonna go look it up because I have it. Why was I calling it whatever. Blasphemous edict. That's what you're looking for.
This isn't even like Dungeons and Dragons. This is for fucking nerds.
To play
My
after?
shit's
Play,
in
Ricky?
space, so fuck off.
I'm
Yes,
fucking
blasphemous
believable.
edict.
I got fucking zombie
two.
decks over here.
Oh my god, will you guys just fucking
What
kill
else can you
yourselves? This is fucking corny.
Now you be a pirate.
I got the I got them mixed up. I got the names mixed up. Trying to think of what else. Trying to look at my stuff here. Blasphemous.
I'm working with
Edict's a good one.
Negan's bat. How is it? What's nerdy
Uh,
about Negan's bat?
What else do we got?
Come on, kill yourselves. Nerds, kill yourselves.
Like Modest, do you have like a soul ring? Do you have stuff like that? Any artifacts in there?
Yeah.
Arcane signet, maybe.
I can show you my How would I do that? I would just send you the file, right?
Yeah.
You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, he said he'll show you his if you show you yours.
If you want. Yeah, and it's like stuff with death touch would be good too.
I wish all of you would use
Oh, but
it.
you need zombies or what is the other one you need? You need zombies or something else, right? Mutants
Vampire.
or vampires? You need vampires.
Walkers.
So like for example, like what I was talking about before, Viscera Seer, sacrifice a creature and scry 1. It's a vampire wizard. But like you could do that as many times. You could sack as many creatures as you want. There's another one too, like Vengeful Blood Witch. Whenever a creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's a good one. Here's a vampire shaman, vampire night watch. There's a couple of like these vampire ones that have death touch and lifelink and things like that. That's a solid one to put in there.
Alright, shut down the stream.
Okay.
Shut him down. Later, everybody.